Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground. They've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. You're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
Runs through the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They're going to run it. Gets into space at the 50. It's a fumble. The offense recovers the fumble. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Trojans pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On the ground, it's Jackson. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding the football.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, with no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm of the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. They'll run it from the gun. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Back in motion now. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Takes the toss and heads left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He missed it. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Got space, looking to score. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in, fourth and goal, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. Fourth down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last drive was demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Testing the right side here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in his first half.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Penn State offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down. Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's hot. It's Wallace. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to find some room. It's Wallace. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That is a big play, finally brought down at the 44.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Caught quickly. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
A handoff from the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they go in front here in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead down with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now they get set to kick it away. Turner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Looking for some space. It's Jackson.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it?
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
They're going to pick up a 1st down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
The Trojans with 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The Trojans are in the red zone. Quick throw. The catch is made. Touchdown, USC. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Wallace. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Need to pick up something here in third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Here comes the USC offense back on the field. The defense showing blitz here. Handoff to the right side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call. Just keep working that clock.
That's an important first down on that running play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using his legs, it's Peterson. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the Trojans are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Around the corner, it's Peterson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So fourth down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, SC.
Well, we've watched this guy all year. We know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's fourth down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Launching one to the end zone. Catch made on the out route. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to throw again. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. The ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense. You
know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. USC offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And the runner takes off to his right. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
We'll take over.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Now, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, give them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Caught near the sideline. It's Reynolds. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And they'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.